In a street not 100 miles from the Downing Street home of the Chancellor, who's appearing later in the programme, you'll find the house of our guest this morning. It's the home of former actress and now novelist Vivienne Ventura. So it was to Vivienne's house this week that we sent our house snooper, Loyd Grossman of Harper's and Queen, to see what he could tell about Vivienne and her friend singer Jonathan the Mary. Don't forget, Loyd has no idea whose house it is that he's entering.
Well, Dr. Livingston, I presume, and I probably wouldn't have been wrong, because not until too long ago you would have had to fight your way up to the Zambezi headwaters to come up with this amazing collection of Africana, which I'm suddenly hit by as I come into this hallway. I think it's fairly obvious from this hallway that the person who lives here is an English, and there are two dead giveaways. Firstly, English people don't like these brass-top Persian tables, so that's one thing. They find them a bit too sort of flashy. And secondly, look at these umbrellas. Now, you will never find an English person carrying an umbrella like this. So I think what we've got here is we have someone who's not English here, obviously very, very fond of Africana, has quite a sort of aggressive streak in their character, this incredibly deadly looking throwing stick of some sort hanging on the wall here. Well, arriving in the sitting room here, which seems to be the principal room of the house, the exoticism of the hallway absolutely goes bananas here, and it's no holds barred, which is a very good idea, because rooms in houses like this, which are essentially just new brick boxes, are very boring, and it needs a certain sense of style and flair to let things go completely over the top in a place like this. We now see that there's a lot of influences from places other than Africa in this room. We've got this bit of pre-Columbian stuff, Indian picture here, some Persian boxes down here. So this person has traveled a hell of a lot. It's not just some foreigner who's attempting to recreate his homeland. Now, this is probably a man's room, or at least there is a man in the house, because we've got a very bold scale and everything. That drinks cupboard is very big. This coffee table is very big and strong. It's also rather bitty, so there hasn't been someone with a great sense of interior design who's gone into the house and said, let's, give the room this theme. This is very much a personal collection of little odds and ends. Also, we have real books scattered all over the place, great heaps of them. There are bookcases. These aren't people who just put books up for display. They actually use their books. So we've got a man or a couple, whatever, who might be professional travelers or archaeologists or explorers in a very new-fashioned way, not like the old-fashioned explorers sitting around in their Edwardian drawing rooms with the odd piece of bric-a-brac. These are people with tremendous enthusiasm for all the things that the world has got to offer them. Well, this is a bit of a surprise after the rest of the house, which was so aggressively masculine. Suddenly it's like being inside a blancmange here with all this pinkiness. Possibly these people subscribe to the common fallacy that women know more about bedrooms than men do. Certainly a woman has decorated this room. Yet there is a certain weird undercurrent here. I don't know how many people could, like this couple, sleep underneath a tapestry of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I certainly would find it a bit spooky. Now, the couple that we're dealing with, I think, firstly, are probably a mixed marriage in that they're different nationalities. There's definitely an English person in the house, I think, because there's such an eclectic taste shown. To an extent, they subscribe to the myth of the noble savage. They believe that primitive and faraway countries are far better than this country, yet there are reasons why they stay here.